and accessibility to the venue. Now let us check, for those of us that are coming, where are we all living? If we go to Eneka, is it easy for us to access in terms of mobility and coming early? If we have here, is it easy for us to access here and go back early? Now, in raising the fund, now we can just look inward among us. If it is 180,000, now is there no possibility that few persons in our midst can come together and shadow this body for the time being, if we have a view of having a secretariat? Why we now talk about how do we get the money for a land and get a place we can call ours as an association? I think, to me, it will go a long way. I passed through Eastern Bypass. I saw UNN. They have the secretariat by your right. Now, when there is a newcomer that comes into Port Harcourt, they have a place they can go for getting information or whatever. So if we as a school or as a group, we can also have such dreams. I believe it also going to have even our young coming students, where they can get information, basically where they can, even in terms of employment, in terms of skill, so place can enable them to have a better, information about the school, about the association, about how they can also foster in life as a person.
Total respect without dilution. I give my head out. Great and ask overseas.
Great.
I am as a judge. Hallelujah. 1988. Beside me. However, the notion the girl brought here was more unique. We have looked at somebody who has been sponsoring here, spending every month 180,000 naira. It's a very big money. Let us go back to Eneka and plan how we can have that structure. Let us have the plant where we can now get a place. We can all contribute to have a plan. That's a land where we can develop. We can't stay in somebody's place and start thinking on how to get land. To the best of my knowledge, the previous administration have assisted us, being our boss. His Excellency is a barrister, yes, on weekend, giving us a lot of money to improve that Eneka school. Eneka school is more conducive for now. If I may bring a little idea, let us go back to that place. If it is air conditioned or fan, we can now bring more of them into that place and keep them where they could be safe, so that we can now plan for the growth of this organization. Thank you very much.
University.
Great.
Hello? Sister, you want to say something? You are demonstrating. I was thinking you want to say something.
No.
Okay, somebody wants to say something there.
Please, on this matter, I have a suggestion. I want to take us our mind a little. I want to share our mind a little. My name is Gifty. I said on this matter, I want to make this suggestion. I think this 180,000, we can, for now, since we have not gotten our own secretariat, we can rent a place. At least with 300, 500,000, I can rent it for a year. Maybe we now look at a location where it can be central. Then we rent a hall that we can be using for the time being until we gather our resources to get our own secretariat. That is my suggestion. Thank you.
Great Escobar City. Any other view? Okay, my vice wants to say something.
Great Escobar City.
Great.
Yeah, we are talking of immediate bid. I know, Mike, thanks for reminding us again that this association needs a secretariat. I mean, that would be the long-lasting solution to whatever we're talking about here today. But the question is, for me, I don't know which part of Port Harcourt you still tell us how central that place should be like. You understand? We all went through government secondary school in Eka. And as far as I'm concerned, that's the hub of everything we do here. You understand? And whether it's central or not, we also have to make sacrifices. And if you ask me, we have bulk of the persons coming from Eka down to this place. We have bulk of them from that east-west road and the Karumo Krosi axis that comes to this place. So where do we look at? What location can we say that this place is central to our activities? Yes. You understand? We here is central for you. Not for you.
Because we can't go back to the
You understand? So for me, I want to toe the line of the first speaker. Because one, we will look at cost implication. And then, like she suggested, we can, bring out 20,000 naira every month. After cleaning, after using the place, they keep the place neat for us, and then we move on. You understand? The hall is big enough to contain or manage any kind of activities we have there. We are not paying to anybody for it. It's just for us to make that sacrifice that we can make coming from Omo. Somebody is coming from Bayelsa to this place. You understand? My auntie here is coming from Omo to this place every Sunday. So if they can make that sacrifice, I don't know why somebody who lives at Elelewon cannot go to Eneka. You understand? So this is where I want us to look at. I want to plead to us. Plead to our consciences, because it's not because me I live at Okuta, so this place is even very close to me. But it's not because it's favoring us, and then we won't consider others. So that's why I want us to look at that, so that when we make our decisions, let us also look at how it affects us. Because this person we are talking about, the first person who took up this mantle of paying for this place, is no longer paying for it. Resources do not happen the way we want it every other time. Probably he would have said that even the next 10 years I can continue to pay for this house. But it didn't work out that way. And somebody took it up again. And who knows? So let us look at something that will be more pocket friendly and more, reduce the pressure on us. Like I said, it's just once every month. Thank you.
My suggestion is this. For me, as far as I'm concerned, anywhere is okay for me. For this place now, my house I stay in my house and look at this hotel, just opposite my house. I was actually the one that got this place, even Randolph Hotel. So anywhere, Eneka is okay for me. But if we have to leave this place for now and go to Eneka, should it be now that they're working the road? It's not convenient at all. That's my own suggestion. And again, if we continue to stay here, it's not by in the next 1-2 months, it might not be 180 again, to be honest to you, because this particular hall, go to their reception there, you'll see that it is 300,000. But the manager here is my friend. We just negotiated, and I just told her that we do our meeting 3 to 6, so there's no need paying 300,000. I can't even pay 2. So that's why we came to 180. She said, are you sure it will be 6 o'clock? I said, we might not even get to 6 o'clock, but it will be to 6. So she agreed. As at 2 weeks ago, we are arguing. They were saying, diesel is much, this, that they want to start collecting 200,000. I said, never. But I have said never, yes. And it came to stay. Maybe in the next 1-2 months, it might not stay. The way Nigeria is going. So let's put all these things into consideration, that the 180 in the next 2-3 months might not be 180. And as we keep staying, it might not be 200. Someday we might come to be paying 300,000, their usual amount. So let's look into everything. No, I'm just...
Great Great Enesco Varsity. Let me begin with what our Ever Secretary said concerning the route to the school. I buy into that, and I believe that from now we should shift the idea of it's like we don't want to give ourselves the stress and people start complaining, oh, I came on the road, well, that's why I went back. People have reason to give excuse. It doesn't require that we may likely go back to that place. On the issue of having a secretariat, wonderful idea. That is the lasting solution to the issue of where our meetings will be held. But you know that it involves financial commitment. For us to get a good place, I'm not sure it will delight us to go and have our secretariat even at Eneka. I'm sure some persons will say no. Why don't we have it in town where everyone can easily access it? To get a plot of land in town, you're thinking of between 30 to 50 million naira just for the land. To develop is another matter of itself. But I believe we can. It's one thing that has helped me in life, and it has always shown me that when I say it, it comes to pass. We have our 50th anniversary coming up in the next 3 years. What a joy it will be that on our 50th anniversary, we are commissioning or dedicating our own secretariat. No, it means that all of us it's something that we can do now. We can. If we tell each set to give us 10 million naira between now and the end of next year, I believe they will generate it now. They can. They should look at how to generate it. There are persons who have the money, but they don't have the grace to give. But we will begin to pray for God to touch their hearts to give. So you can see that having our own secretariat is the lasting solution, is the best thing to happen to us. We have come of age when we say that just as a car is no more that small school that people used to say Kanti boys or Editonia or Abo or OGS or even the one girls will tell us, ish, just as a small school. We have passed that level by the grace of God. Me, I can say it anywhere, and I stand to be disputed if we talk about schools that can stand tall with personalities that have emerged from them. But it involves a lot of financial commitment. Yes, somebody have said that, oh, that 180 we pay here every month. What if we take it out and share to the less privileged ones amongst us to say, okay, as you come, you have 5,000 to go back with. Wonderful. But should it be that that's what is motivating somebody to come to meeting? It's another question. So, you can see what, not so much person has spoken about this issue of this place. I know that those who are paying for this place right now can afford to pay from now till the end of the year. Can pay off now till the end of the year. Then we will be challenged to tell ourselves, what do we do by February 2025? Are we going to tell ourselves that we will remain here? Or that between now and that time, we're going to challenge ourselves to raise money. If for nothing, if we can even buy the land. If we can even buy the land. And we now know that we're working towards 2027, when we can do a launch for our alumni secretariat, and I believe that it will be a global event that people from far and near in diaspora will support and will get it done. I want to say with all humility that between now and Friday, we will pay for this place from June to the 7 months. We will pay for the remaining months of. Okay, December we don't have meetings in December. Okay, so we're going to pay for 6 months. But the challenge will be when we give it like an ethical attitude that okay, nothing happened now. Next year, somebody will still pay. No, it's not going to be like that though. This life, you know, balance. So it's not static. It's not static. So whatever opportunity we have now, we'll do it. We must consider that between now and the end of the year, we believe that that road will have been completed. If nothing happens, we'll go to Eneka school to use the assembly hall for our meetings. If God touches somebody's heart or person's heart to say no, Eneka is too far. Eneka is, let's try to use here or let's get another place. Why not? You know, somebody can even say he wants to donate the land to us. It's possible. And then we talk about developing the place. But please, let's have in all of our mind that we need to gear up to the height God is taking us to. We must be prepared for it, and we must support it with our whole might, with every zeal in us. Great Enescova City. The next issue, because I just need to do it before, they're already calling me from the event place. Sorry if I may be thwarting the agenda for the day. Last meeting we were informed of the demise of one of us. The Operado, and I've been informed that her burial is on the 31st of this month. Yes. And you know that we talked about that in the last meeting. Thank God that we have commenced the contribution in respect of Jimena Waka's mother and Mabel Obi. Late father's burial. We have met the obligations of 200 to them. And I can see on the paper that people are already responding to that contribution. But for this one, is our own member. It means that we must do our best. Like I said in the last meeting, and I've committed that to the family, I have my personal commitment to that burial. Because the day I knew that that woman didn't have a child, I was moved in my spirit. Truly, the day I knew she didn't have a child, her relations, her father's home, there seemed not to be anybody there. Her senior brother, who used to be my classmate, late Cyprian Operado, is also late. So it was, no, I didn't know very much about her. So I was moved in my spirit to say, I must be committed to that burial. And I want to say, I want to commit the sum of 1 million naira. I will give you an association to do our own bit. I'm not going to give to the family, so it doesn't become the shoot bird, the mama fly, the king shout, this one do like this. Association will use it and come in where necessary to ensure that our own is given a befitting burial.
Now we should get
So please, we'll commence the contribution for that alongside the ones we're already doing. Yes, we will say the times are challenging, but no problem. If it's in your heart to do, God will lay it in your hand to bring it to pass. Whatever is in your heart to do, God will surely put it in your hand, the resources in your hand to bring it to pass. So I want to encourage us to please do our bit. Rise on the come up now. The burial, it's important that we show that it's our own, that pastor. We must come there in our good numbers. Yeah. We must come there. Don't at the 31st, you said? 31st. Is it a working day or a weekend?
A working day.
It's a working day.
Yes, Friday.
My goodness. Friday.
Yes,
Oh, please, let's do our best to ensure that we come in our numbers. Let it be said that, Jay, let's go and say, Jay, I saw her schoolmates too. Jay, they were there in their numbers and they did something to showcase that she is one of us. Great Enescova City. Great. What's the next agenda we have?